This is the brand new challenge board in Dead Rails, and it has a ton of challenges which reward you with bonds for completing them, as well as these really cool star icons above your character. Some of these missions can be pretty easy, like taming a unicorn, but some of them can be really hard. But don't worry, you guys are in luck. Today I'm going to show you guys the fastest way to complete every single challenge on this challenge board in Dead Rails. Let's get right into it. Subscribe if this helps. Okay, so we're going to start off with the easy ones. And honestly, the easiest one is probably escape. No, not escape. Bounty hunter and escape. Bounty hunter is super easy because all you have to do is kill 5 outlaws, which is also why it barely gives you anything. But yeah, that one's super easy. Just kill 5 outlaws on your run, get yourself a gun, boom, 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 down. For tame a unicorn, that one's purely based off luck. You just have to keep on looking till you find a unicorn. Make sure that you have a saddle on you, because if you guys find yourself a unicorn and you don't have a saddle, you're kind of cooked. But if you find a unicorn and there's an outlaw riding it, just kill the outlaw, get the unicorn. Super simple. For escape, okay, I get that a lot of you guys have probably escaped already, but if you haven't escaped, the best class to do it is right now, I would say, the conductor, just because you can do it super fast, because you get a double speed train. But honestly, that's only if you're good at the game. If you're not good at the game, go ahead and get yourself a couple of friends and just try to win. But once again, that one's super easy. Now for the harder ones. All right, first things first, we have the new sheriff in town. For this, there is a class I recommend. I honestly only recommend this one if you don't want to use bonds, but the cowboy class for 50 bonds, yeah, you're using bonds to buy the class, but I mean, like, don't use bonds at the start of your run. This one has a revolver, saddle, shovel, and you start with a horse, basically meaning you start with a gun, and if you see outlaws right away, you can just shoot them down. It helps to have a gun early, because you're gonna need your gun the whole way through and have to kill as many outlaws as possible, and sometimes 50 doesn't even spawn. So you're gonna need as many guns as you possibly can get as early as possible, which is why I recommend that class, or just buy yourself some guns before your run starts anyways. For the next one, we have werewolf hunter, and for this one, I recommend the vampire class, because if you guys did not know, yes, the vampire class does burn in sunlight, but it doesn't really matter because werewolves only spawn in the dark. And dude, the vampire class is so good because you get 2 times speed and 2 times melee damage, but that doesn't really matter. But you go so freaking fast that you can literally outrun the werewolves easily. So if you have a gun, just wait until nighttime, either camp around where wolves spawn, or just literally go at night and just start running around until werewolves try to kill you, and just run away from them and kill them. That's why the vampire class is so OP right now. But if you don't have the vampire class, I recommend just trying to get them stuck on your train and just killing as many as possible, but it just won't be easy. Also, a very, very good spot to get yourself some werewolves is the castle. Anyways, on to the next one. For the next one, zombie hunter, I also recommend the vampire class, because once again, you can go 2 times speed, literally run away from every freaking zombie in the game, and you're literally set. Just run away from the zombies, basically visit every single zombie village between the villages, and you'll probably finish it by like village 3 or 4, because so many zombies spawn there. Anyways, now for the next one, unkillable, okay? This one... if you're doing a solo run and you don't spend Robux to revive yourself, you're already gonna beat the unkillable challenge. So I just recommend beating the game solo. Me personally, I like vampire class. Right now, I think it's super, super OP because you can outrun everything. So that's the class I recommend. If you can't have the vampire class, there's a couple things you could do. One of them is just stack up on guns and all that type of stuff. The other one is just play the game normally. I do have a solo guide up. I'll leave that in the top right corner if you guys want to see that. Next one, pacifist. Yes, I haven't completed pacifist or pony express, but if I wanted to, I could, because they're actually not that hard. First one's first, pacifist, very, very easy, because all you have to do is not kill an enemy. And I know I'm recommending this for the 1000th time, but use the vampire class. All right, stock up on as many medical supplies as you possibly can, get yourself no guns because you don't need them, and just try to spend all your money on a barbed wire in the metal sheet walls. And what you guys basically want to do is just completely board up your train, try to get through the whole entire thing, and when it's daytime, you want to camp at the villages, because as a vampire, you only want to come out at night. And if you're not using the vampire class, you're going to want to camp at all the villages at nighttime, because the safe zone turrets don't count. So honestly, it's not that hard, especially if you have the vampire class, because you can run away from literally every single mob. And just make sure your train is stacked up or you might get shot. Anyways, last one, Pony Express. very self-explanatory. Just go on a little bit of walk. Do not use the vampire class because you will literally, it's literally impossible. It is impossible to use the vampire class. If you want a head start, you guys could actually go ahead and use the cowboy class because you already start with a tamed horse, making that one pretty nice. And then yeah, just go out till you find a horse, get yourself on the horse and complete the run as usual. And that's literally it. I hope this helped. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Subscribe if it helped. Goodbye.